So you're at Theography. Great, and welcome. I'm David Johns. Our academic year is just beginning. I'm a teacher in a seminary in Richmond, Indiana, and so I think about a lot of things as the school year begins, and I'm thinking a lot about what I do, why I do it, and how I do it. And so I'm raising some questions and thinking out loud and discussing these issues with anyone who's interested, and some of you are already beginning to become part of that conversation. I'm really excited. It's helping me an awful lot, and hopefully it will help you too. Life with God is a strange thing because it keeps us moving. If you want a steady state life, a comfortable life, you might want to forget about this whole faith thing. Because I don't think you're going to find it with it. Life with God keeps us moving. And I've always been interested in Moses' interaction with God in Exodus 33. He wants to see God. God says, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're asking for. And the best then that Moses can do is see God pass and move in front of him. And that's about as good as it gets. God is moving ahead. And when God is moving, we have a couple choices. One of the things that we can do when God is moving ahead, a very live choice that we have is to hold our ground and hope, like the Dickens, that God is going to wake up and have enough sense to come back to where we are. And you know what? I think we'll wait a very, very, very long time. God has some other things in mind. So, yeah, we can hold our ground, wait, stay where we are, maintain, continue to invest our energies and our life into things that were part of yesterday's glory. That's something we can do. And you know what? At one point or another, we all get caught in that. We do it in the seminaries. We do it in theology. We do it in our churches. We do it in whatever corner of life we're involved in. That's one of the choices that we have. The other one is to move along, to get going, to let go of the things that need to be let go of, and to follow. That's what discipleship is all about. It's following. And, and it's kind of risky because we don't know where we're going. We don't know what God is up to. And just the time we thought we figured it out, God is on the move. And what do? We follow. We follow, trusting that God has enough sense to not lead us off the cliff, that God is going to lead us into places of life. That's not reactionary thinking. That's responsive thinking. And God has created us to be able to respond. That is to say, to be responsible, to be responsible. And it's a responsive kind of approach to living with God, and it's deeply incarnational. It's deeply affirmative of the good creation, the good world that God so loves. So wherever it is that God is moving, wherever it is that we follow God, it's into these places of life and of sharing life and of giving news, good news, to the poor, those who are often forgotten and are vulnerable. Those are the places God leads us. It's risky business because we don't know where we're going. I don't know where I'm going, and I need to think out loud about these sorts of things with you, and that's why we're doing this on Theography. And hopefully you'll join in this conversation, and together we'll spur each other on to faithfulness and courage in following, and also to provide a way of thinking together as we try to figure out where it is that God is leading us.